Welcome back, everybody. I am joined here with argick, who's about to run some Sonic Mania, so sit back, relax, and I'll let you take the stage.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sonic Mania. Sonic & Tails Good Ending. We are going to get ourselves underway with the run here. So, yeah, we're going to be getting all the emeralds. Get ready. Tech in 3, 2, 1, go! So yes, this is Sonic Mania. This is the latest 2D game to be released, and it is a lot of fun. So of course, we're going all the way back to Green Hill, because it's not a Sonic game unless you visit Green Hill at least once in some form. But don't worry, because what we're going to do is we're going to speed our way through here with the new updated drop dash ability that we have in the game here. If you jump into the air, you hold the jump button, you'll charge a little mini spin dash called the drop dash, and that'll allow you to do a spin dash the moment you land on the ground. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be fast. And here's our special stages, but don't blink or you'll miss it. We're going to jump to the right and then jump to the left and continuously move left and right here on these 90-degree angles. Allows us to jump really fast and gain a lot of speed to grab ourselves that lovely little Chaos Emerald that you see there. So that's 1 of 7. We're going to get all of these by about 12 minutes, assuming everything goes right. So we're going to go through now into Green Hill number 2. We've got our buddy Tails here with us as well. He's going to be very important for some of the later stages, but we'll talk to him when we get there. So unfortunately, there go some of the motor bugs, and my jump a little bit off there, so we went down the other side. But yet, nothing to worry about. The good thing about this game as well is that it is a nice mix of nostalgia and new stages. So we're going to see them both. Again, here's especially number 2. Don't blink or you miss it. There's the first corner, and we got it right in the first corner. Ta-da! But yes, those UFOs are supposed to speed up when you get near them, but we know where we're going. We're going to go fast, and that one was caught in about 3 seconds flat. So we're going in, and we're going to go down the bottom as we go in this area. So down the bottom to our boss fight. Going to go grab our second invincibility in the level here. There's 2 emeralds, there's 2 invincibilities, and guess what? The boss has got 2 heads. This level should have been Act 2. It's Act 1. I don't know why. Here we go. So 1, 2, 3 hits on the boss. Repeat the process. 1, 2, and 3 hits on the boss. And that is Act 1 complete. But as I was saying there, this game is a nice balance of nostalgia and new stuff. What I mean by this, Act 1, very nostalgic stage. Act 2 has some new gimmicks in it. In Green Hill here, the gimmick are these lovely little zip lines that you just see. We're going to be avoiding most of them because although they're there and they're nice, we can go faster without them. So we're going to grab up here, go grab a secret set of speed shoes in the palm tree there, and then run and try and jump our way all the way over the top here, not get hit by the bridge at the bottom, which we didn't. Grab our first elemental shield of the run. This is the fire shield. Fire shield will deflect projectiles, protect us from fire, and allow us to use the special horizontal fire dash. However, we are not able to use the drop dash anymore. Once we have an elemental shield, the elemental shield's power takes precedent, except from when you go in water, because then the fire shield disappears. Goodbye, fire shield. In a special stage number 3, this is where we're going to bounce to the left, bounce back to the right, and then chase the emerald down. This is the longest emerald stage in the game here. So we're just going to bounce our way around, making sure I'm hitting off the walls to keep the speed, not hitting any of the mines, cutting the corner, over the racing line, and there is the emerald right there. So that's emerald number 3. We're down, and, well, we're down what? 3, 5, 4 to go. I can do math. It's fine. I've played this game so many times, and I still can't math, but don't worry about it. So we're just going to hold down now as we're going to head into the first Eggman boss of the run here. We're going to go and fight the one and only Death Egg Robo. Except from this time, his legs don't have a hurt box, so we can stand underneath him and just hit him on the bum. Our buddy Tails here taking some damage, hopefully going to get a few extra hits on us. And there we go, the boss is gone. And we're going to fly with our buddy Tails here up to hit the capsule very quickly to take us down, as we do have full control of Tails in this. Tails is based on our inputs, but on a slight couple of frame delay here, and it allows us to carry ourselves around as if we were playing with 2 players. Into Chemical Plant we go now. Chemical Plant, absolutely amazing stage, but once again, another nostalgic one. But we're going to be taking the top route in the stage. If you've ever seen an any % run of this game, you'll know that the quickest way through the stage is in the bottom route and doing a lot of path swapping. We're going to go the top route, though, because we're going to grab ourselves a Chaos Emerald. And the reason we grab this one, we have our Chaos Emeralds routed in a certain way where they don't take too long. But give us a second here, because we've got to jump into the 3rd pillar, then hold all the way left here. Make sure we don't go off onto the edge there, over the hole, and grab it by the 2nd corner. But yeah, as I was saying there, we have our emeralds routed in a specific way where we don't go off the beaten track too much. You can actually get all the Chaos Emeralds by the end of Chemical Plant 1, maybe the start of Chemical Plant 2 if you miss 1 or 2 of the emeralds there. But we're going to get them all by Studiopolis 1, and the reason for that is just because we're going to do it fast. Speaking of fast, there's less than 10 seconds between this emerald and the next emerald we're just going to get. There you go. So coming in, this is like stage number 1, which is going to bounce to the left, bounce to the right, keep bouncing to the left, keep bouncing to the right, and then eventually grabbing the emerald. All done as we go through. So, down to 5. 2 more to go. As I said, I could get them here, but it means we have to go down to the dreaded area where all the water is and then go with the slow platforms. So we're not going to do any of that. Instead, we're going to stick up the top right here. Hopefully, our buddy comes with us. You're going to come over? Yes, he is. Going to spin dash, do the big jump up. That means that we can fly with tails, not have to wait for that platform there. Only saves about a second, but it's nice when our buddy decides to help us out. And hopefully, he'll help us out a little bit more. There, I tried to do a loop jump. Unfortunately, mistimed it. Let's see if we can do the rest of them here. So 1, speed up. 2, speed up. 3, speed up. 4, down, up, through, off the screen. Away we go. That is a good set of loop jumps there. That is what you wanted to see. Loop jumps are where you time the jump on the loop and you land down and it allows you to get a big boost of speed. Messed it up the first time, which slowed us right down, but those 4 there, oh, it was fast. Now, welcome to Damage Boost the Boss, the video game, showcasing what Act 2 is going to have. We just damage boost through the boss, hit the boss 6 times, the boss dies. But now, we're going into Act 2. And the gimmick of Act 2 is Flubber. So we just saw here, dark blue Flubber, very bad. Don't want it to touch you because you take damage. However, we have other variations of Flubber, such as the light blue Flubber, which will give us a small bounce. We have green Flubber, which is where it gets its name from, gives us a big bounce. Purple Flubber is sticky, and there's your light blue Flubber right there. So we're going to go all the way down now, grabbing up onto the DNA sample here, into the strain, all the way up the top. There's your DNA slice. Look at that. And going all the way around. Now, this is a cycle-based stage. We want to try and get to a certain area by about 1 minute 18 seconds. It is also a vertically based stage. So this stage is all about going up to the very top of the stage because that's where the end of the level is. We're going to be going back and forward, left and right, all the way through, trying to make sure that we make the cycle. But we're not doing very well right now, getting hit by all the jello coming out here. Come on, Flubber, be nice to us. Going all the way through, up to the top and in and round. Down to the bottom here, making sure we take a damage boost off the spikes. That's intended. Running our way through, and then sniper, no snipey. Can we dodge the sniper? Let's see what's happening. Going through, big jump up, and then sniper, no snipey. You see the bullet on the screen there, and away we go. Round and down, holding the jump button, because we're about to bounce off an extra life. Round up to the top. And we got to go down. So up, through, in, round, off that spike. Unfortunately, it bounces the wrong way, but that's all right. 108 means we're definitely not making the 118 cycle, unfortunately, as we do have to go to the left here, back to the right, and down the bottom we go. But that's all right. It means we're going to get in there by about 126 to 128, I would say. As long as we don't get squished, though, we should be good. There you go. And Tails ain't going to get squished either. Don't you do? Oh, you almost proved me wrong there, buddy. Please don't do that. There you go. 130, as we called it. Time for the hardest stage in the game, Emerald number 6. Going to jump to the left here, round the corner, going to try and bounce off the platforms here. Not hitting off the mines, because if you hit the mines... Oh! That was a super early grab. I thought it was hitting the mines. Oh, game, that was not what you wanted. No. But we managed to get that. That was a lot of fun there. That was good. But now, Emerald number 6 obtained. 1 more to go. But before that, I apologize to all puzzle gamers in advance. We're about to go do Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean, Salt and Deuce and Puyo Machine. Because I am not good at Mean Bean, but here we go. Let's see if we can get ourselves a good fight. And while I am doing Mean Bean, Zelda, if you have anything you would love to say, now is a perfect time.
Absolutely, argick. I have a couple puns for you.
Oh, no.
We have 5 euros from Cyprius Kane saying, I used to have a pet hedgehog named Nick. One day he went missing though, and that made me sad. The other day, when I was coming back from the shop, I thought I saw Nick. And we also have 5 euros from Boglor? Sorry if I butchered that name. What did Sonic wear to the beach? A Speedo. Wishing you good luck on your run, argick.
Very much. Oh, and I made a mistake! Oh, my Puyo's in trouble. Right, this is going to be very bad. Now, let me see if I can recover this. If I can, this will be impressive. Right, what do I want? I want a yellow, and I want yellows now. Right, that blue is going to go on top with that red with that green. That blue's going to go there. I need a yellow very quickly, video game, if you can give me that, or we may actually die to Puyo here. The game is not giving me a yellow. There is our yellow with a green on top of it. I'm going to take that and just see what's going to happen here. We're going to drop it down. That's going to add in some stairs here. Unfortunately, there is not a purple on the area that I wanted to, so we didn't get the colors there that I was after. However, we have recovered, which is nice. I'm just going to drop that down, and that should give us enough to go down and take him out. Ooh, that was almost bad. That was almost not good. Not as fast as I would like to have been there, but considering we didn't die, I'm going to take it. But yeah, as I said, I'm not good at Puyo games, and I'm not good at puzzle games, so there we go. But they made it a boss fight. Yeesh. That's not what you were aiming for. Anyway, after our nostalgic stages, we're about to go into stage number 3. Welcome to Studio Obla Zone. This is the stage that was first suggested, or sorry, this is the stage that was prototyped and then suggested to Sonic Team for to get Sonic Mania greenlit, basically. And yeah, it's a very fun stage here. We've got all these flies and that trying to fly around with cameras on them, trying to take a photo of Sonic, because you know you gotta go fast if you want to get those snaps. But we're going to stay on the top right here. I am drop dashing my way over, trying to not activate the little springs there because they are slow. But we're about to go and grab ourselves the next emerald. Speed choose music, unfortunately, not really going to be useful because there's our big ring there, which means we're going to lose it as we jump into the top. There you go. Final one coming up here. Going to bounce immediately off the left wall. Hold right to go right round the corner here. Make sure I get myself lined up to do the snake left and right. Do not fall down that hole there. Arg almost going to make it. There you go. And we grabbed all 7 Chaos Emeralds. And that is the quick grab on that emerald as well, which is really good for us. And hopefully that's quicker than 12 minutes. I don't know if it is or not, but there we go. So now we can transform into Super Sonic. Once we get 50 rings, we can jump, we can press Y, and we will transform. We've got about 41 rings right now, which means we're going to grab 5 here and grab our other 4 right over this section and transform down the bottom. Going to stop on the hill, grab ourselves over the overknoll there, or under in this case, and grab ourselves the lightning shield. We need the lightning shield, not for this stage, but for Act 2. It's going to allow us to navigate our way through the stage really fast, and we're going to have fun with it. But down to our boss here. Our boss is a little auto-scroller. It is going to fire 3 missiles. You're going to get top, middle, bottom, aka 1, 2, and 3. I want to see 1s. That's a 2. I'll take that. 2s are fine. As long as I don't have 3, we'll be all right. So going to grab Tails. Going to grab Tails here as we double back. And the reason for that is because we want our buddy here to try and take us up to the top route. The reason we navigate our way all the way back to the left-hand side of the screen is so we can try and hit the transition point. This stage is basically just looping itself around right now. That's a 3. That's bad. It's constantly looping itself around until we hit the boss with a blue missile. There are specific transition points where it will transition to the next part of the stage if Tails or if the boss has been hit. Like now. So when we do that, if we accidentally hit the boss a little bit too late and we've already passed the transition point, we have to wait for an entire loop. Instead of waiting for a loop, if you go to the left-hand side of the stage, you're more likely to get hit. That's another 3. Thanks very much, video game. So we're going to go through it and we're going to see maybe we didn't get 3 3s in a row here, but maybe we will. In practice, I got a decent set. We got like a 1 2 1 3, a 1 2 2 3, but getting more than 1 3 kind of sucks. Not gonna lie. Thankfully, we've got enough rings. There's another 3. I'm gonna blame Lazarus for this. Lazarus earlier on said, because I said I got 1 1, I'm gonna get 3 3. Yeah, I'm blaming Lazarus. That's 3 3s, that is. That's not good. That's not what you want to see. Anyway, boss is gone. We still had rings. We're gonna go over to the finish line, but deliberately stopping before we get around it, because that is going to slow us down and allow us to go all the way. Well, basically, it stops that from spinning up in the air and being annoying. It allows us to be fast a little bit. All right, next stage. Here we go. Studio Office Act 2. We've got the lightning shield. This allows us to get rings to magnetize to us. It also gives us the amazing double jump. This is the second elemental shield in the run. You will see the third one soon. Managing to get through the orbital there, getting an extra life from the score. Look at that nice 10,000 score exactly. Isn't that pretty? As we're going to run our way through the stage now, we will get 50 rings really quickly here. Probably getting by the top, allowing me to transform immediately. As we got to go all the way through, up, round, down, and then jump up from 1, jump 2 from through. Getting hit by the bumper there, but that is all right too. So now we're going to run it. And we don't have to worry about the rest of the stage here. We're about to go get another extra life just because of how many rings are in the stage here. And then hopefully not bounce off that a second time. Thank you very much. Jump up. Going to go through the funnel. Make sure we line ourselves up. Oh, that's a big spin. That's a little bit slow. That means I was too far on the left-hand side, but that is all right. Because we'll see if we get it through on the second one. Once again, 118 rings to go down 1 ring per second. Jump up the top here with Supersonic. I haven't actually explained Supersonic. Supersonic goes really fast, has quick acceleration, increased jump height, and is also invincible to anything but squishes and falling off the edge of the stage. So don't fall off the edge of the stage. So coming to our boss now. The boss, very easy. Nothing we have to worry about. In fact, we're going to use our buddy Tails here. We're going to transfer our superpower over to him when he decides to not spin dash at the wall. Because when Tails grabs Sonic, Sonic transfers the invincibility over to him and he gets to not take damage. And there we go. Good chicken in the background there. Arg is a good chicken. And now we're going to use our lightning shield here. Or Tails, whoever hits it first. It was Tails. Good job. as we now head in to Flying Battery. Good stage. 146 rings there as well. Ruined my score. All right, here we go into Flying Battery. Flying Battery returns. We're going to run our way through here, manipulating the cycle in this stage because we don't want to get a burnt bum from the fire that's down at the bottom of this platform here. Squeak out there. Don't get a burnt butt. Allows us to go through. This is another cycle-based stage. We want to make sure we do not get stopped by the fact that the magnets aren't going to be working. Let's see if I can do the rest of the stage properly. Though we do the jump, we do the fire, we do the jump, we do the fire. This allows me to not fall into the sky below there and lose a life. We're going to jump up and through, fire dash all the way into the cylinders now, round to the other side, already at 41 rings, which is amazing, as we're going to get up to the area with the lightning shield. And the lightning shield has a special property in this one. That's right, if you have the lightning shield, magnets will pull you to the ceiling, and we want to use this to our advantage. We're now going to run to the area where the cycle matters at 43 here. It's going to activate at 48, which means I don't want to get crushed by 48, which means we're already under there. This is the fastest I've ever done this. That activated at about 48 and a half there. Allows me to get pulled up to this top route and away to the missiles. So going through up to the top here, going to wait for the missiles to come out. Tails is not going to get hit by any of them, thank you, because he already has his iron today. We don't need him to get any more. Run our way through and then wait for the 2 missiles to drop down. To the boss fight we will go. Tails coming with us. Let's see if he survives. No, he slows down, so he's going to fall down. There he goes. You might have just caught him on the screen there. He will come back soon, but Eggman, laughing, hits the button and drops us down into the junk pit. But that's alright, because we are supersonic, we can jump and hit the boss immediately. We get 6 quick hits and the boss is gone. Just like that. So now is where things get very interesting. This is why we are bringing our buddy Tails, because we are going to try and do a boss skip in Flying Battery too. So we're going to skip our cutscene here. This will lose our lightning shield, but we will get another one later on. We don't have to worry about it. We're going to navigate our way through the stage, and in true Sonic style, normally top route is best route. However, in Sonic Mania, the bottom route is also sometimes very good. In this case, we're going to go down the junk here. This is the gimmick of Act 2. You want to fall down the junk, but not too far down, because then you fall out the rest of the stage. Grab our secret big ring that's hiding on the left, and then head our way through the rest of it. We will be turning off Supersonic using a checkpoint later towards the end of the stage, because we're going to need the lightning shield's double jump. Now, what we're going to be doing is going to grab this lightning shield here, and then navigating our way through the rest of the stage. The only part of the stage I really need to worry about is this area here, making sure we don't get crushed by that block that comes down there. And now I can discuss what's going to happen. So, what we're going to do is we're going to untransform from Supersonic. We are then going to line ourselves up with Tails, and we're going to try and get to the boss area by despawning a kill plane. The boss is a never-ending vertical scrolling area, and we're just going to completely bypass that entirely by despawning the kill plane and then landing above the boss arena. This is then going to hopefully allow Tails to be inside the boss arena to then hit the capsule. So we're going to play babysitting our little boy here. So we're going to have to bring him with us. We do not want him to go away. We do not want him to mess up. And I don't want to mess up the jump either. But let's see what we do. We're going to line ourselves up. We're going to get Tails here. He's going to fly up. When he flies up, we're going to kill the enemy. We're all here. We're going to line ourselves up. We're going to do a big jump. We're going to hold left. We're going to jump off the edge of that. Do a double jump. Go down to the bottom. And we're on top of the boss arena. Tails is right there. You see him jump. He hits the capsule underneath us, finishing the stage without doing the boss. Tails, I love you, buddy. There you go. That is what you want to see. As we now come into Press Garden, allowing us to now play another new stage in the game. It is Eggman's printing press. And the fun just doesn't stop, because here we go. This is another stage here. Very fun stage that we get to have. I'm going to try and make Zero Cycle. It may already have been gone. I don't know. But maybe we can just make it through. You'll see what happens as we're going to run our way through. Want to try and make a 26-second cycle area if I can. Going to run, jump, get a big jump there. We did. Does it have enough speed to get through, though? It doesn't look like it. We're just going to miss it. Oh! Unfortunate here, so we'll just have to take the first cycle that comes out. We used to think this was the quickest, but Zero Cycle is possible, although super tight. But you gotta love that Flying Battery 2 boss skip. Thank you, Tails. We will reward you later on, buddy. So this is a stage that is another vertically based stage. You see all these crushers, all these little bumpers trying to push you around the stage. That's basically the name of the stage in a nutshell. You know, it's just like bounce around, have fun with it. However, we are going to do basically a vertical drop dash here. Drop dash is normally meant to be used on the ground, but we're going to do it here on a very tight angle and just launch our way up the top there. That is a very good drop dash. Grabbing the flame shield for something important later on. It also has a special property. Just like the lightning shield, the fire shield can be used for something else in the next area. However, we're coming up to the boss. So, without further ado, if you all have any little emotes that are waving, please wave to the boss. Hi, boss. So we're going to jump into the boss here, and something that I learned today, discovered by Amelia Chai, is that this boss is actually doesn't have iframes. So if you don't bounce on the boss like I normally do, you can kill the boss quicker by landing on the ground and then jumping into the boss 6 times. Normally, I would bounce on the boss there and have Sonic just bouncing on the air. It's faster by about 2 seconds to do it normally. It's great. I didn't know that until today. And now, a bit of swag for you all. Keep an eye on Sonic. Woo! Backwards walking, moonwalk. Yeah. All right, press guard in Act 2. The gimmick in this stage is ice and freezing the stage. However, we ain't going to do any of that because we have the fire shield. That's right. Believe it or not, the fire shield protects you from being frozen. It keeps you warm. But we lost it there. That is all right because we do need to lose it before we get ourselves stuck in the area here. We don't want to soft lock in the stage because what we're going to do is we're going to transform into Supersonic anyway. And we do actually need to get frozen. We're going to use getting turned into ice as a mechanic to bust our way into a shortcut here. So we're going to get frozen deliberately. Keep an eye on Sonic here. Ooh, we didn't get the speed shoes this time. Nice. You all right, Sonic? Nah, he's not good. Alright, so we're going to bust through the ice there. We're going to stop before we break the ice spikes. This allows us to use this all as a makeshift platform and get all the way up the top there. And the reason I was really happy is because we didn't get the speed shoes, because speed shoes for Supersonic actually slows them down. Here's Heavy Shinobi. Who has the bigger hitbox? The answer is me. As long as I stand under his hitbox, I'll get 3 hits each time. And then we kill the boss after the 3rd phase. Oh, it's going to be 4th phase because I actually couldn't land there. But there you go. Boss is done. 57, still sub-minute. And away we go into our next stage. In we go and round. So we are about to come into a next stage. We're going to go into the stage from Sonic CD here. We're going to go into Stardust Speedway. And this is a chill stage that is basically a maze all the way through it. But we know where it is we are going to go. So while I'm doing this and grabbing 50 rings to transform into Super Zelda, if you've got anything you'd love to say, now is a great time for you.
I have a bunch to say for you, actually. We have 25 euros from Pikaplu saying, "Go home just in time to put in a donation. Let's get that bonus run happen." We also have 5 euros from Big the Dave saying, "I come back to Arc failing Puyo. The colors feel so wrong." We also have 10 euros from Mod366 saying, "Last donation of the marathon from me. Had to donate 10 bucks for every time I notice argick breathe while collecting the Chaos Emeralds. However, I can't donate 0 euros, so I'll round up the breathing count to 1. Keep it up, Arc. I love your commentary."
Very much, folks. Big jump in the game there. Absolutely love that one. If you get the launch on the hill, you get to jump through, and it's a smooth stage. Stage's going to be alright, actually. I wonder if I can finish this in about a minute by the end of the checkpoint. So we're going to go through there. It looks like it's going to be a 55. Very nice there as we get to go through onto the next area. And yes, those colors feel so wrong. I got you, Big the Dave. Well played. But now, on the boss here, not much needs to be said about this one. It's a giant version of these little guys. Hit the boss 6 times, the boss dies, and we get to go into act number 2. But yes, that is it. So now, we are basically in the mid-game, I consider this one here. All the way up to Oil Ocean is where I think the mid-game ends. But we've got a couple of stages. We've got Hydro City, we've got Mirage Saloon, and of course, we've got Act 2 of Stardust Speedway here. Stardust Speedway Act 2, the stage that effectively plays itself. As we're going to run our way through here. The first part of the stage, very quick. Going to make sure we don't get sent backwards here. Thank you very much, Booster, for being nice for once. As we allow to go in, to go down here, and then up into the area, down to the side. Make sure you grab as many rings as we can, because we're going to need that for the boss fight. But when we do loop 1, we wait. We do loop 2, then we jump. And as we get on the top there, that dodges the armadillo and allows us to go through and dodge the missile. Now we're just going to get the stage play itself. Look, man, no hands. Ta-da! But of course, I need to pick up the controller before we get to the next area with a jump, because if I don't, I'm going to fall in the hole and it's going to be bad. Big jump through. Going to have to transform early, otherwise I did the spring like Tails just did. But there we go. That's fine. Tails fell in the hole. So that's the stage. Stage is done. Now we're going into the boss fight. Now this boss has 3 phases. A chase phase, a silver Sonic phase, and a metal Sonic Kai phase. We're going to skip phase 2. So what we're going to do is we're going to do basically one of the only instances of clipping in this game. There are 2 instances in this run. This is our first one. We're going to run all the way up towards the entrance of the boss arena, and then we're going to get Supersonic stuck in a wall. And what we're going to do there is then we're going to do a single jump, and then hopefully, if we time it right, jumps 2 and 3 simultaneously, that will then allow us to climb the wall. So we line ourselves up on that pixel, we hold the button, we release, we get stuck in the wall, we jump once, and then we just jump all the way up the wall here. This allows us to skip the phase with Metal Sonic, so Metal Sonic 8-bit fans, I do apologize. So now we're on the final part of the boss. Again, the way this game works, if you are in an area that you are not supposed to be, generally the game will just immediately kill you. However, there are a few areas where we can actually stand in the wall, and then the only way we can move is up. So unlike classic Sonic games where you can move left to go right and move right to go left, in this case, the only thing you can do is jump. So we jumped up, we skipped over the boss arena, allows us to get to the second phase, and there goes the Phantom Ruby thanks to that little armadillo. We will do that again once more in Lava Reef Act 2 when it comes through. But now we are heading to Hydro City. Oh, it's a Hydro City. Let us know in the donations, because that is where we always get the arguments. But yes, this is one of the hardest stages in the game because we're going to be taking every single route in this stage. We're going to take the top route, the middle route, and the bottom route all at once. That means there are no checkpoints. So if I die, we get hit and we go back to the start. And it's not good. So we're going to drop dash our way through here, get a hand, jump down to the middle route here, which then allows us to go down to the bottom route, which then allows us to go back to the middle route, up to the top route, to then phase through the ground to go back down to the bottom route. Confused yet? Just watching, you'll see. So we're going to go through all the way up here. So you can see secret passageway from that chain. Allows us to go back up to the top route. And then we're going to go and just jump and face left. Casually faces through the ground down into the middle route. And then because we can only go down with our bubble shield, wow, we go to the bottom. Now, the bubble shield is, of course, our last elemental shield of the run. The bubble shield gives us the bubble bounce, as long as we're not supersonic. It also allows us to breathe underwater, which is the main use for the shield here. It also makes a really awesome wow noise when we grab it. So here's our box cycle, allows us to make through and grab by the hand. Round to the side, all the way up to the area now, and we're going to get to the boss. You can see Tails constantly respawning. Respawned about 6 times there, if you kept track. Down through the ground once again. And then we're going to see something that we never thought we'd ever see. It's Eggman in scuba gear. Don't know why he's here, but there you go. Water? Tails got himself some water. I'm going to get myself some water. So Eggman plays the cutscene here, blows the supports on the world here. It's now moving down. We have to go before it crushes us. And Tails went for a second bubble. As we get to go through all the way up. Got to wait for the wall to come down because I don't want to get squished by it. And now, a PSA. If you are an evil genius and you happen to have an Eggmobile, please don't leave your Eggmobiles unattended, or random hedgehogs, foxes, echidnas, flying squirrels, armadillos, or even cats will come and steal it. That's right, it's the Sonic 3 boss, but this time, we're the ones in the Eggmobile, so we get to have fun with this. Eggman in his scuba gear is trying to use any of his mines that he can to hit us, but because we're super, it don't really matter. And he's just swimming away, but you can see it's not really going very well for him right now, is it? As he's going to try and escape one more time, as long as we get him up there before the mine does. We win, he explodes, and we'll catch him later. This is our Eggmobile now. So we're all the way through. I'm finishing the stage. Now, the question is, do we have the ability to do the triple bubble bounce? Or will we do the quadruple bubble bounce? Let's find out. Basically, we're going to use a bubble bounce here to try and skip a cycle of platforms. So we're going to go in. Arg's going to line himself up. We're just going to go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll take 4. It still makes the cycle. It's a quad bubble bounce. It is awesome to get up there without falling down the bottom. Because if you fall down the bottom in this area, just restart the stage. It is very, very slow. So right now, there are exactly 53 rings between here and the area that we need to go to. I did not get the big bounce off the enemy there, that's unfortunate, so we'll just use the bounce here to try and get up. Oh, game has been weird. Tails fly. Nope, game is being weird. That's fine. Let's go up. Bounce it again. There's my high bounce I was looking for. Allows me to take the top route here. So unfortunately, that's going to cost me a little bit of time. Probably mess up my cycle a little bit. Ooh, and shot by the missile by the enemy as it exploded. As we got to go through. So 27 rings. Again, don't have to worry about it. There are 53 between here and the first checkpoint. As we go through, up, down in the area, in and round. 1, 2, 3, down, up, and transform. Allows us to run our way through. So, way to break the stage. Down the bottom here, going to about turn, do a jump off the side slope here. Big up, run. This lands us in the area. We hit the transition point, or the path swappers as they are known as. Allows us to then skip that entire infinity symbol. So basically, they expect you to go from the top left, down to the bottom right, up to the top right, down to the bottom left. We are going to skip that once again. This time, we're going to phase through this blue slide. The blue slide only has collision from the top side, so if we go to the bottom side, there's nothing it can do about it. Like this, jump up, through you go. It's as if it's never even there. And that is it. That is the end of this stage. We're literally going to do one more big jump up and then head into our boss fight. Down we go. Down you go, through into the boss. This is the boss that everybody knows because it's the opposite of Act 2. It's the Act 1 boss in Act 2. He is going to spin us away, and we're going to be told you got to hit these bombs into that boss. However, we are supersonic, we are invincible, and we also count as a mine. That means I'm going to stand on the edge here, hit the boss once, use the mine and the spikes. There are 4 hits already. Now give me the spikes game. Oh, didn't get a good cycle there, but that's all right. That's going to kill the boss there. We're then going to hit that mine. That mine may hit the boss in time. Listen for it. I don't think it hit him. We'll have to see. We're now coming into phase 2. Phase 2 is the exact same as phase 1 from Act 1 in the first game. But we're just going to fly inside his hitbox once again, and the boss is gone, and we get to hit the capsule. And there you go. The washing machine boss did not get a spin cycle today because we're the ones that got to finish. And now we're going to head into Mirage Saloon 1. Mirage Saloon 1, we are on the plane, which means it is an auto-scroller with one trick that is coming at the end. But before we get there, that means we have about 2 minutes of awesomeness and... oh no. So, Zelda, take it away, my friend.
Oh boy, I got you. We've got 10 euros from your everyday speedrunner saying, rolling around at the speed of sound. Got places to go, gotta follow my rainbow. Can stick around, have to keep moving on. Guess what lies ahead? Only one way to find out. And we also have, once again, 5 euros from Big the Dave saying, what's Robotnik's scuba gear made of? Spandex.
Oh. I like that. I like that a lot. That was good singing as well. Nice.
Well, thank you. Just like my first hosting shift.
Nice.
Never doing Sonic Block again.
Oh, so you say. But yeah, no, keep going. This is, as I said, this is an auto-scroller about 2 minutes long. There's not a lot we can do in this one to speed it up.
Okay, well, that's all for the donations I have right now, but I can remind people about the incentives that we have coming up, which is file select for The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. We currently have, let me see here, Ravio in the lead with 10 euros, tied with Morshu, also 10 euros, and with Quigley in third place with 4 euros and 27 cents. And we also have for the release Kuko bonus run, we're about 100 euros in out of 250. There is a little tiny cute little Kuko in the observatory that we want to release, so if you want to see that little bonus run happen, get your donations in as well.
Yeah. All right, we got Eggman on his train. He's very happy here. We've now transformed and we broke the video game, but you're like, oh, everything looks normal, except we had the checkpoint and then we died. Apparently, if you transform with Supersonic while the screen is scrolling along to the left, it breaks the layers of the game. This means we can skip the entire train section because that allows us to hit the checkpoint and then die to the spikes there. We're now at the giant boss, which is a giant caterpillar. As we see Heavy Magician coming out, going to tip her hat to us. How you doing? And yeah, she's going to release a giant caterpillar. This boss is RNG. It's either going to jump once or jump 3 times. Let's find out what it's going to do. It jumped once. It jumped once. Is it going to jump once again? Ooh, it jumped 3 times. That's 4 hits. 2 more to go. Please don't go to the left or right. Please just jump out again. Come on. Come on. Oh, well, it went to the right. All right, you know, I'm down with that because going to the right side gives us our final 2 hits. That's an average boss fight. Can you complain about that? Now, you did hear earlier, I said we're going to reward Tails for helping us out in Flying Battery Act 2 there with the boss skip. We're going to go give Tails some ice cream because we're in a hot, sweltering desert here, and we're about to go and find ourselves a saloon that has a nice set of ice cream as we get crash landing into the desert with Mirage Saloon Act 2 here. This is a very fast stage. We're just going to spin dash our way through. We've got 50 rings as quickly as we can. But what you're going to see is you're going to see Tails being the man, because once we get to the end of the stage, there will be a barrel that we're going to send him down through, and we get to have fun with him. So there we go. We go down, transform. Tails is going to disappear with us. Run down, drop dash our way up. Allows us to dodge the flipper there because we don't need any flippers, and run our way through. You can see the water in the stage here. That is telling you, stay hydrated, folks. It is very important, especially during warm summers here. So we're going to run our way through now. We've got some enemies getting in our way with their bumpers off the keyboards. Don't hit the chair. We didn't hit the chair. Allows us to break our way through these little areas all the way to the end of the stage. And our buddy Tails is already here. So down the keyboards here, we wait for Tails. He's got to come and get his ice cream, buddy. Get over here. Hit that. Stop. Come in. Tomato. Yum, 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 yum. Right, he's got his ice cream. We line him up. We send him down. We spin. As he spins, we jump at the ice cream and... ice cream strats. Oh, yeah. So what happened there is we lined up Tails with the ice cream. We sent him down into the boss room and had him face right. Because the camera lock does not activate with the partner character, we then did a spin dash, jump at the ice cream, which allows Tails to jump down onto the capsule, skipping the boss. As we're now in Oil Ocean Act 1, Arg's probably going to die there. He didn't die. Thank you, game, for being merciful as we get to go through. Gotta love it when things work out nicely. Extra thing from the fire shield here, fire plus oil don't mix, so if you have the fire shield and you jump in oil, things are going to go in fire. That platform just said nope and stopped me from getting up there, but that is alright. Good job! Alright, so, everybody already knows what's coming on this one, but you know what I love? I just wanna eat chili dogs. Can't say the rest on BSG stream, because it's not PG. But if you know where that came from, you are a legend, because it's such a cool stuff. And I'm giving away my age. As we get to run away to the end of the boss. Now, here is Bob. If you have any star emojis or you tried stickers, please post them, because Bob does try hard here, but Bob doesn't get an attack off. And then that's just it. Goodbye, Bob. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Bob. But yeah, the boss ends, and you can see the gimmick of Act 2 here. It is smog. This smog is going to remain on the screen entirely because we're not going to get rid of it. It's supposed to drain our rings at 1 ring per second, a la, like, smog enemy from Sonic 3 and Knuckles and whatnot. But because we go off the screen and we don't hit the lever, it never actually activates, which means our rings will never drain. Unfortunately, if you do activate it and you do get supersonic, it doesn't drain your rings at 2 rings a second. I wish it did. It would have been cool. But no, we're going to go all the way through this stage here. And this is where we're going to have a lot of fun with the foreground layers and the background layers. So again, you can see sometimes Sonic passes over an object. Sometimes he passes under an object. That is the foreground layers and the background layers at work. What we're going to do is we're going to make it where we have the the background layer when we're not supposed to. We're going to go and use our favorite trick called the magic box. So... I just wanna eat chili dogs. Gonna use the magic box. Need my buddy called Tails the Fox. Now we're jumping down into the oil, because we managed to break the game. But yeah, so what is happening here is we are in the background right now, even though we're not supposed to be. But what this allows me to do is it allows me to go in the oil, missing all the platforms that are now no longer solid, and allows me to go behind these blocks that are supposed to be stopping me from going over the boss arena. So we're flying over the boss arena right now, going to land right on this section here, which will be the end of the level, and away you go. So that is it. Stage is done. What we're going to do is we're going to time it here. So when that disappears, we're going to fall down in the oil and die. But because we finished the stage, the game is going to go, "No worries, mate. Send us over into Lava Reef, and now we can have fun." Love Lava Reef. Lava Reef, such a good stage. Absolute banger of a tune. Stage itself is a lot of fun. Not really a whole lot we need to worry about. It is the only stage that we're going to go off the beaten track here to grab a few extra rings, because that'll allow us to get supersonic really quickly and then have super for the entirety of the stage. It does, however, have one jump that I really love, and I'll mention it when we get to it. Oh, and Tails just opened the door for us. Tails, buddy, you're really been helpful today. I love it. He's doing good. So here we go, through the rest of the stage now. We'll have to try and see if Tails is going to continue helping us out, or if he's going to be a bit of a bum. But we're going to go through now and have some fun at the very least. So, down to the age here, you may see some stuff from Sonic 3 and Knuckles in here, like that enemy, and the drop into the lava there. And of course, you also have some endless mine and some quartz quadrant stuff going on in these stages as well. But we jump up, we go through, as we go through, up under the top, going down, and run to the next area. We're coming up to my favorite jump very, very soon. Gonna make sure we get it. It's basically a giant stair jump, and if you do it right, it's so smooth. It's so fun. But yeah, this stage, fairly glitchless. None you'd really need to worry about. So here we come, up to the ramp. Can we get the big stair jump? Oh, I hit the ceiling. Shame. A little bit too late on that one. But there we go. So, while we are doing the rest of the stage here, Zelda, if you've got anything you would love to say, feel free.
Absolutely, I have a lot of stuff to say for you. Let's see, we have 5 euros from Buglore. Once again, sorry if I butchered that name, I have no idea how to say it. He says, "I scream, you scream, we all scream." It's kind of awkward. I also have 5 euros from Lazarus saying no bad puns for me, but just a thanks for doing this run and to the organizers of the event. Now I'm gonna have a simple dinner, bacon and egg, man.
Oh.
Keep them coming, guys. I love reading these out.
Yeah, I thought Lazarus was getting me there, and it's like, oh, look, and I post a message. Eggman. Oh, Lazarus. But no, for those that know me, I do love puns. I tell them myself. I love them a lot. I may groan at some, but I still love them. But here we go, the boss fight. Nothing really much to explain here other than the fact that I just got a phantom head. So thank you very much, game, for costing us a couple of seconds here. You can see that the timer froze. I de-transformed from Supersonic, and yet somehow we still got hit. For some reason, the game likes to detect that you've taken a hit, but you've also not given a hit, which means you've got to give it one more hit, and it's confusing. Anyway, let's turn the lights off now as we head into Lava Reef 2. Not immediately skipping the cutscene, because what we're going to do is Tails are going to fly there. All right, bye, buddy. And then when that happens, hopefully we've done it right. And in Lava Reef 2 here, the level is now darkened. Because the lights are off and there's nobody home, except from Sonic here, going it alone. I say alone because our buddy Tails is going to try and catch up, but then he might get stuck every now and again. But yes, you can see the wonderful crystal effect here. This was originally explained to me by Old Cloth. He's the one that came along. But yo, Arg, do you know you can do this? It's so cool. I love it. But yeah, the lights are all off. It does make it harder to actually speedrun because you can't really see the ground unless it's on the area. And here is our final clip in the game. We're going to use the box, transform, get pushed into the wall to go through the solid thing that's not as solid as you think it is and allows us to run to the end of the stage now. We're going to drop dash our way down the side. I promise you, I know exactly where we're going because I played this game a lot as we get up the top there. Didn't get enough of a launch there. There we go. Got it on the second time. But look at this. You got the brightness issue sorted. Oh, thank you very much. As we go down, you can see it's flashing between the greens, the blues, the purples. It's just majestic. I love it. Especially the purple. I'm a big purple fan. As we go through, round to the area, all the way up. Got to wait for that platform to get out my way. It did not. That's fine. Tails almost getting squished there, instead getting a burnt butt. But that is all right. And we got a bit of fun at the end of the stage as well, if we can pull it off. Let's see if we can do it. So we're going to wait. We're going to go all the way up the top here. You can see this is the Quartz Quadrant staircase. Or maybe you can't, but there's an enemy there that we just dodged. Allows us to go. Warning, the lights are about to come back on as we transition to the next area. Lights come on, so it's going to get bright. There you go. As we now go into our boss fight, Heavy Rider and Jimmy. 8 quick hits needed on this boss fight here. Shouldn't take us too long to do, assuming we can get the 4 and the 4. As the boss comes on screen, we get 1, we get 2, we get 3, we get 4. The boss comes back, we get 1. Oh, you jumped. We get 2. We get 3. We get 4. And now I get a burnt butt, and we get our buddy Tails here to fly us up. So once we hit that, I want to... Ooh, okay. That's not good. I'm actually going to reset this because I want to do the trick. Tails, grab me. Tails, grab me. Tails, no! All right, we're going to do the trick with Tails instead then. No, we're not, because Tails decided to do that. No! No trick for us. Oh. Oh, well, we'll have to wait until next time to see what that trick is. Welcome to anime. As we go into the anime stage here, want to make sure you do not fall down to the bottom right, because just like Hydro City 2, if you do restart the stage, it'll be easier on you. As we get to go all the way through. This is anime. We love anime. This is anime. It sounds like anime. I love anime, and we get to go through and just have some fun with it. Again, going to grab 50 rings as quickly as we can, making sure that we do not fall down, as I mentioned earlier. You do see in the background there are some areas that have rings on it. You can go there. You do have the standard mechanic from Sonic CD where we can go into the background. In fact, we will be using it as we get to the end of the stage, but not before we grab enough rings to transform into Super. So 46 rings, we need 3 more. Please don't lick the anime. As we go through 52 all the way in. Hits the spring, but that's all right. Over the end there, don't get crushed. Up to the top now is where we're going to go. So into our background for the only time in this stage. You get boing flipped to the background there. Allows us to run our way down. We're going to skip the second boing flip by just jumping with Supersonic's increased jump height and takes us right to the boss. All the way back to 1991. It is the original Sonic 1 boss with an extra piston. So the boss is going to appear in a piston. He's going to do this 4 times. We need to decide which piston he's going to come in and then aim for it. Once we've done that, we're all good. And then, yeah, there we go. Opposite side this time. Where are you going to go this time, Eggman? So we do this for the first 4 hits. And then the next 4 hits, he's going to go into desperation phase. Big jump up. Hit the boss. 1 more to go on this one. There you go. And Tails didn't get crushed there. Nice. So Eggman's going to come out the 4th piston here. So at the very end there, sorry Tails. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. If you can count to 4, you can do this boss. And then the last hit coming up here, 3 and 4, and the boss is gone and Tails is squished once more. Good job, buddy. Imagine getting squished with the top one. So once again, slowing down for the signpost there so it doesn't jump up and spin and cost us a couple of seconds here and there. As now, we get to go into Act number 2. And Act 2 of Metallic Madness has the Shrink Ray. So we're going to get to see the cutest, tiniest little character you ever did see. It is going to be Chibi Sonic. But not just that, we're also going to get Chibi Supersonic, which means we're also going to get to hear the Supersonic music. Because for some reason, if you are Chibi Supersonic and you transform, you do not... It doesn't take heed of the code. Like, the code doesn't work. So we're going to get some Supersonic music. I'm sorry if you like the saxophone, but we gotta go fast. So we're going to grab these areas here. Again, we are tiny. It means we're around the insides here. We transform into Supersonic, and away we go. This allows us to be invincible as we go through all this area here. You can see the spikes are trying to get in our way, but they can't do anything. Allows us to get through the crushers here. We are on good cycle right now, trying to race for the 58-second cycle at the end of the stage. There's a spinny platform that we want to try and beat that we are now definitely not going to beat because I didn't actually grab onto the wheel there, and instead I got thrown down. Good job as we get to go in. So we're definitely not going to make the 58 because we're already at 53 as we do the jump here. We should be about down the area. But there goes the 58. So we're going to have to get second cycle, I'm afraid. Only missing it by a couple, but there you go. So this will come on about 103. 102 there, not bad. Down we go. As Chibi Supersonic is going to run our way through to the boss fight. And I hope you like gumballs because here we go. Eggman in this giant gumball machine. You put a cent in there and you get a prize out. Lovely. Except from these prizes want to kill you. It's an Amy doll that explodes, a Sonic 1 boss that's going to drop fire on you, or a Sonic 2 boss that has a drill for a nose. Where have we seen these before, I wonder? So yeah, the idea here is each of these mini bosses all take 3 hits, unless it's an Amy doll. She only takes 1. But when the hits are done, you're going to send your buddy Tails up here, and hopefully you're going to get yourself a surprise Eggman. Oh! So Tails hitting the boss before he comes back on the screen there, allowing us to get surprise Eggman as we now come through to our final action stage in the game, but not the final stage entirely. So we're going through and round into our next run here. It is the Titanic Monarch. This is the hardest stage in the game. A lot of people time overed here when they first played it because it is a big stage and it puts everything that you've learned basically in one giant challenge, I guess. But yeah, we got lightning here, we got the spikes, we got the drop dash, and we got our buddy Tails, who's probably not going to help us, but let's see if he will. One last run, buddy. You're going to do us a favor. He does not. He jumps away. That's fine. You can just... You had fun. You had to troll us at least once. It's always the same in marathons. That's fine. But you can fly up there with Tails if he decides to be nice, but today he wasn't. He was being a little troll, but that's all right, because we got to go through and we got to go around as we run our way up, because that's where it would take us. And now, crash test dummy, begin! Sonic is not happy about this. But that's alright. So we're going to bounce our way around. We're now going to head to the orb room. And we do not want to transform just yet. We want to save the super transformation for when we're going a little bit slower. And in case we need it for this area, in case I biff it. Which we are not, actually. That was very nice. There you go. Going to do it this way. And now we're going to run our way through. And you might get to see some wonky camera. So you see the camera moving slowly there. We call that wonky camera. You'll find out why in a second. As we try and run up the... No, it did not give us wonky camera. Nice. So you won't find out about wonky camera. Normally, wonky camera means the camera moves slow all the way up here and you don't actually get to see anything that's happening. But we got through that without any problems. And we didn't get squished, which is very nice for us. So now we're going to head up to the boss area now. We've got a few more climbs we need to do. And then we can make our way to Crimson Eye. The right eye of the left eye from Sonic 3, I guess. Sonic and Knuckles. If red eye's the left eye, crimson eye's the right eye. That's what I meant to see. But now we've got more orbs coming up here. Because you hear the orb. As we got to go through. Up and in and round we go. Where it stops, nobody knows. As we go into the elevator. And at the end of this one, we've got another trick. Something that I was told today. An extension of the Dark Lava Reef Act 2. We can do the same trick here in Titanic Monarch. And I did not know about it. So we are deliberately going to lose time for the elevator going up here in an attempt to show off Dark Titanic Monarch 2. So we're going to let the game transition. Again, it is when the stage background goes dark, there's a certain point you want to hit the button. Let's see if we can do it. Let's see if we can do it. We're going to wait for it. And then we're going to wait. Needs to wait. Oh, I don't know how dark that is going to be. Let's see what's going to happen as we go through. Ooh, shiny. So now you can see the light in the stages that is normally in the background there, taking full effect. The purpleness of the orbs are gone. And we are launching our way through. So the interesting thing about this stage, and what I love about this version of the dark stage, is that the ground is actually lit up like an airport runway, just showing you where to go, which looks really, really cool. But the way this stage works is simple. There are 4 passageways. We need to complete all 4 passageways before we can go do the boss. What we're going to do... Oh, well, I'm not doing that because I failed my drop dash twice. What we're going to do is we're going to get through these as quickly as we can. We went with the bottom left first because this is going to end with a lightning shield. And the lightning shield plus supersonic equals unlimited rings and unlimited fun. So we're just going to go through and go down to the bottom. So we're going to run our way through the area here and go all the way through. So while we are going through the rest of the stages here, for the final time in this run, Zelda, if there's anything you'd like to say, please take it away.
Absolutely. We have €5 from Tiny Tim saying, "Hey all, hey argick, you are the fastest Scot alive and the only person that talks faster than Sonic runs. I never tire or see of seeing you doing your thing. Gotta go fast. Cheers." And then we also have €6 from Roy saying, "Greetings from Plan International Ambassador," winky face. And we also have €5 from Kilochair saying, "Ark is going so many fasts per hour, it's insane. Brilliant run as always. Now everyone, can we reach 5k by the end of the event? Let's see."
Oh, I believe we can. I believe everybody can reach 5k. That would be amazing. Get that lovely little bonus run as well, you know. But there we go. As we go in. And you may have noticed there as well, there was a little bit of panic while we were trying to get past these pistons here. These pistons like to crush you. And when you can't really see where the pistons are going to be, they may try and crush you. So it's like, no thank you. I don't want to get crushed by pistons. Thankfully, it didn't happen. And I didn't quite get enough height off this orb here, but that's all right. Going to take us all the way up the top, all the way through, and then skipping the area number 2. Yep, straight up and in. Oh, beautiful. Down to our final area here. Going to get a little bit of swag. Sonic's going to be running on the ceiling because he can. And we get towards the last area. Going to run it through. Now, for those of you that have never seen a run of this before, the final boss in this stage has invincibility shield, meaning we cannot hit him until the shield comes down. We are supersonic, which means we are invincible until we run out of rings. The best news is, when supersonic collides with the shield, it makes a funky boing noise. How many boings are we going to get between Sonic and Tails here? Give me a number between 50 and 80. How many donks are we going to get on the run here? How many donks? Here we go. So I'm going to focus on counting the donks here while we go through the boss. Oh, 26 is amazing there. We then get 4 hits on the boss. That is phase 1. Oh, we are at 39 as we go and take out the next tentacle here. We are at 44 as we're about to go into heavy phase number 1. Should be the only heavy phase we see here. I'm going to jump. I'm going to fly with Tails. This will get rid of the missiles on the screen and allow us to get out of this phase really quickly. Oh, we are on 56 right now. That is great. That is 75. That is a very high amount there. If anybody said 75, congratulations, you are the winner. As we come to our final stage of the run, because we have all the Chaos Emeralds, the Phantom Ruby reacts to the Chaos Emeralds, and we get sent to this weird null space here. We have Heavy King chasing after the Phantom Ruby there, successfully snatches it away. Eggman, though, not having any of it. The two of them fighting over the power of the Phantom Ruby. It is up to Sonic, with the power of the Chaos Emeralds, to stop them both. And now we're going to get to do the final fight here. Time is coming up when Eggman explodes. I will let you know when it is coming in. So our first hit here, we're going to bounce off the orbs there and then break the shield to go in. Heavy King is the one we need to worry about because his orbs prevent us from hitting him quickly. Eggman, legitimate pushover in here. Let's see how Heavy King is going to behave. or misbehave. There is a good hit on Heavy King there as we get to go in. So again, we run in Eggman. That allows us to get a hit as quickly as we can. Sonic can fly in this one. You may see it if things go horribly wrong. We generally don't want to fly. Our rings are constantly draining in this stage, as it does with Supersonic, but you can see the rings flying around there. We also have a permanent lightning shield that allows us to grab them. Heavy King there, also able to actually hit us and knock the rings away. So we have to be very, very careful. The boss, however, being very, very nice right now. This is such a good run on the end of this one. So we're coming through, trying to see where we're going to. Managing to get a snipe right in there. That is good. I think we've got 3 hits now. As you hear the fist bump coming into play. Because right after this, Sonic is going to Forces. There you go. Going down. Last couple of hits here. And it should be it now. Let's see where we're going. That is a perfect boss fight in this stage. This is the best I've ever done. Here comes time. Time! And there you go. That is Sonic Mania, Sonic and Tails. Good ending. Finishing in, I don't know. But as we get to go through there, that is a good run. I'm hoping it's a 54. Because that's what I was aiming for. But there he goes. All the way to Sonic Forces now. We will catch him later. And that was the run. I hope you all enjoyed.
All right. Thank you very much, argick, and thank you very much for your energy as well. Just wanted to quickly thank Swelf, I think, for the 20 euros. No comment, but thank you nonetheless. All right, we are going to go to a very quick intermission, and then we'll be back with some Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask as our very last run of the marathon. Very sad. See you in a bit.